And we're live at our new time.
The middle of the night for East Coast.
8 p.m. Yeah, it's dark. It's actually dark out. So this is like a late night spooky edition of the Beacon Star Thursdays. We went and worked out. That's why we're in our little workout, or I am in my little workout clothes, and having a big cup of water, everybody. A lot of ice. Look at that.
Okay. Can I say something? So anybody watches this at the beginning, I am up to about 150 people now that have reached out to me about my dad. I just want to say thank you. I can't reach back to. I tried to start messaging at each person back and all that, but I just can't. This community is a lot bigger than I thought. That 150 people would want to reach out to me. I'm just really overwhelmed with, and I just wanted to say thank you. That's all I'm going to say about it. And yeah, I'm getting by, and everything's just great.
Well, what I've realized is there are a lot of people that watch that really don't engage until something like that happens, and then they'll reach out and say, "Hey, so yeah, thanks for everybody that's reached out to you, bro."
Yeah, so
it does mean a lot.
But you know what I did, because when you want to get your mind off of things, you make a Beacon Star PowerPoint.
That's right. Breaking news, everybody! This is the first ever Beacon Star PowerPoint. I didn't say that, Mike. I don't know where you get that from. So, yeah, we are going to go through the Beacon Star. Be afraid, Randy. Be very afraid, because we're coming for the proxy. We may even get to it before you do at the end of the month. If that's all contingent on this big if of these locations. Can we get it right, and can we get the text right, and we figure out what the heck the message is? There it is. Steve M says, "Hey, I may not be able to help solve, but I got my book in my hand, coffee in my hand." Well, there you go, Steve. That's how
you know what I figured out? I can't figure out some of these cipher things and all that, but I'm like, Mike, where can I help? I can make a PowerPoint. I know how to count, and I know how to type, and I know how to cut and paste. So that is what I did. That's my contribution. I didn't solve anything. I questioned a few things because I'm like, Mike, I'm counting this way. And he's like, no, because he said this or whatever. And I'm like, this is my part of the Beacon Star. Even if it's 1%, we're a team. There's no I in team. Let me add my little contribution.
And thank you to Chuck, who sent us the PowerPoint backdrop.
Look at this template. And he sent me the first picture, but there's some more pictures. Randy, be afraid.
All right, I think we should jump right into it, because this may take a while. We're going to, real time, go through these locations, all 10. These are the poems, and make sure we have the right location and the right text. Because if we don't have 466 words, does it mean a location is wrong? And that's what we're going to go through and talk about. So,
Beef Spaghetti's here. Beef Spaghetti's here.
Thanks. We appreciate it. So thumbs up, guys, for the Beacon Star. What I realize I do not have is a playlist with all our Beacon Star Thursdays videos in it. So I'm going to have to start a playlist. And that way everybody can just go through them all. Especially if somebody new gets the book and wants to get caught up. All right, here we go. Whew. Beacon Star, Beacon Star. We need an intro Beacon Star song. I'll have to work on that.
Look at that. I can't take credit for that at all. That's pretty.
That is pretty cool. And all this jazz, is that a clue on the cover in the back? We'll get into that another time.
Everything is with Randy, that sneaky little stinker.
All right. Oh, and there's the man of the hour. Be afraid, Randy. Be very afraid. And by the way, Randy, you have a little something in the mail showing up on Saturday. You know what it is. From me to you. I'll tell you what that is later. K-Pro doesn't know what it is. So yeah, that's Randy. We know him.
When it comes to Randy, I know you have a little bromance going on. I'm
Us
fine.
Versus him. So we're gonna jump right into the locations, everybody. Yeah, I hear you, Ryan. That's all right. We all put it down for months at a time because it's so frustrating. But now's the time for us all to come together to form a collective detective, you could almost say. And did you hear that, Gabriel? And
I did.
Ryan, at least saw this one part. You know what? I don't think if we do solve the 10 locations and the brick numbers, I don't think we can find a proxy. I think there's a lot more to it. I just want to solve this puzzle and the triangle puzzle. If those two things are solved, I can die happy. It's not even about the proxy anymore. Randy's going down. That's right. We'll see. So the first one, and I think Randy was clever the way he did this. If you go in order in the book, which is how we're going to do this, they're kind of easy in the beginning. So, should odd acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Look this acquaintance in the eye. On the second step, you'll find Robert Burns is the guy who wrote the Song Odd Lang Syne, and this is a line from it, right? This is his statue, the Robert Burns Memorial in City Park. City Park. A lot of people think that place is important. Where the Denver Museum is, right? The back of the Denver Museum is City Park, if I remember right. And it's interesting. A shout out to Craig Carter, who emailed and said, Randy's clever because there is a plaque on the back. There's an inscription on the back of the statue behind this and in the front. So how do you know which one's right? Because it says, look this acquaintance in the eye. So that tells you you're going to read the one on the front.
Yeah, we should tell everybody there's going to be a 1 page. In this one, for some reason, I didn't get the brick numbers, but I also put the brick numbers in all of them. So this is 10 pages. I'll put this up on Thor, Hint of Riches after this, so everybody can have this. This is for everybody. But it's just kind of one place so we can walk through. So, okay, go ahead. Sorry, Mike.
What's up, Dan? Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining tonight. Yeah. So this is the inscription on this step right here. This is the inscription. A poet, peasant born, who more of fame's immortal dower, that is dower, unto his country brings than all her kings. Who comes up with this stuff, huh, guys? But here's the thing that's important, because Randy did grace us with the how to read, or what is a word video, not how to read. It is how to read, but what is a word? Punctuation really doesn't matter. So we don't need the quotes and we don't need the periods. We do need dashes. Dashes are important, as he could be important, I should say. But anyway, all I'm pointing out is we have 18 words. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. I think we all agree for page 12, this is the location. Look acquaintance in the eye means the front of the statue. On the second step, you'll find right there is the second step. And this is what is on the second step. So page 12, I think, is there, right? 100%. Anybody disagree?
Well, and they were saying that Randy has confirmed like 8 of the 10 locations, and this is one he confirmed, right?
And I need to rewatch that video. Yes, I believe that's true.
Okay. So if anybody disagrees, one, with is that the right location? And then 2, is that the right poem? Because there could be more than one. And then next, is that the right number? So, yep, Brian says 100%. So it's 100% the location, but is that the word count that you is that the poem that you have and the word count that you have?
Well, this one's easy because this is all there is. You know what I mean? I think Randy made it the first one an easy one. There's no real dispute here on this one.
I know, but once we start doing
yes.
Now that it's easy, let's make sure that everyone knows we're asking you 3 questions. Did the poem take you to the same spot? And is the poem right? And is our word count right? That's the things that we're confirming, with 5 exclamation parts at the end. And if your brain explodes, sorry.
And I got to take a pause to say thank you to Sassy. You guys know Sassy. Sassy actually has solved 2 treasure hunts in the treasure hunt amusement park. She solved the David Blaine one way back when, and she was also part of the group that solved Hunt for History. And I also got to say thank you to James, Treasure Hunt Cash. He's the one who said, hey, that one location we always had wrong in that other video you had, you said it. So when James dropped that, Sassy is the one who actually sent me the location that night. Like 10 minutes after that video ended, Sassy was like, this is it. And she did the research and sent me the stuff. So thank you to James for giving us the hint. And thank you to Sassy for actually figuring it out. Some other people sent it too. And thank you to them. But Sassy was the first one. So I want to make sure.
Okay. So Rembrandt says yes, yes, and yes. So we have the right interpretation, right part, right poem, right number. Okay, that one's easy. Let's keep going.
We didn't put the brick numbers on this one just because we left it out, but we are going to put the brick numbers in future ones. And the brick numbers will be a separate show. We're just trying to see if we have the correct 10 locations and text, as Christy said.
You keep going because I have a dog that is
trying to get in or out.
In.
And by the way, that's our backyard, everybody. For over the cushion there, you can see the stuff that's still left from our storage unit. Although the backyard is looking a lot better than it used to. Okay, page 20, everybody. George Morrison Senior Park. This is a half of a violin statue. Junior was passionate about the things he dreamt, and that's MLK Jr., right? Senior was reaping what he sowed. George Morrison Sr. And what I didn't know is this park is located on MLK Boulevard. So that's how you know you're in the right spot. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. It's in Denver. One was very vocal and said the things he meant. That's MLK. And one touched many people as he bowed. Violin, bow. Get it? George Morrison Sr. was a violinist. With your back toward the mountains. And again, this violin statue has an inscription on both sides. And I reached out. I think it was James. It might have been Chuck. Could have been Craig. Somebody said, when you put your back toward the mountains, that's when you know you're on the right side. And that's why we have this side and not the other side. Okay. So once again, Randy is telling us which words we're supposed to look at. Yeah, that's correct. MLK. Okay. About the street. Good.
So the one thing that I put a little arrow, since I'm new to this, it's a fresh pair of eyes. And I'm like, Mike, why didn't you add in the last line, which is, I think, the name? And he said that the poem. So I'm going to ask dumb questions. Maybe one of them will be like, no, you should have added it. So that's the only thing that arrow means, everybody. So I wanted, when I built this, I put in some questions to Mike, and I forgot to take that off. So I'm sorry.
I shall, and then read between the names and the notes. I'm sorry. Read between the names and in the notes. Okay. Up here, it says George Morrison Sr. Then there's a picture of him. And then down here is his name again. And it says read between the names and in the notes. I guess in the notes means because this runs right here.
Yeah, the notes are at the bottom.
Yeah. And that's why I didn't include George Morrison Sr. Let me know if you guys agree. Greatness comes in many forms.
Yes, 3 times, basically. We're at the right part. That's the right poem, and that's the right number. Those are the 3 yeses we need. If it's yes 3 times, yes X3, we're good. We can go to the next one. Is everybody good with this one?
And the other thing is the very last line, heed the words surrounded by the quotes. So that's another reason we didn't use the name. He tells us only the words between the quotes. So I shall only pass this way but once. I'll do the best I can by being a useful servant to my fellow man. Shout out to, I think it was James, who said, hey, at first I had fellow man as 2 words. If you look on this plaque, it is 1 word. Very important. That'll throw everything off, right?
Everything off. Everything. That's clever.
So 22 words. So I think everybody agrees. George Morrison Senior Park. The Bode is this violin statue. This is George Morrison Sr. The words surrounded by the quote. So again, the number 2 one in the book is pretty easy as well.
Okay, Rembrandt agrees. We can go on.
Awesome. Okay. And then these are the brick numbers.
And those are the brick numbers, which I just put in order. They're not in any placement. They're just in order.
And we just put them there. Maybe something will jump out to somebody. Maybe not. Give me 1 second.
What just happened?
That's work. Give me 1 second.
Okay. It's like,
we're good. Yeah, we're good. Work getting in the way.
Don't you know we can start Thursday work?
Right. Okay. So that's number 2. So the first one, 18 words. Second location, 22 words. I think we're all.
We like it. Agree 3 times. I love it.
And now we get down to, it's a little bit not harder, but page 28, Civic Center Park.
Sassy agrees.
Yeah, Sassy. Hey.
Of course.
Columbus ever pointing, but which way to go? And we've been through these pictures. There was a statue of Columbus. I hear it's gone since then, but they took it down, unfortunately. But Randy made a video saying it doesn't matter. Columbus ever pointing, but which way to go? Down the beaten warpath and the Broncobuster show. If you reach the halls of knowledge, then you've gone too far. Return back to the arches where the pillars are. Across the promenade, 2 kings exchange a stare. Words are written twice, but only read once there. So this little inscription is on 2 lions that are facing each other. I could have put a picture of it, but that's okay. Capro could have. And it's the exact same inscription on both. Words are written twice, but only read once. So we took 1.
Okay.
Man should have the heart of a lion to do the things he loves and that other people love. Money produces no greatness, but man does. The hearts of men of courage produce beautiful ideas and joy. For all, gift of Alfred P. and Anna E. Adamo, Detroit. And then again, because of Randy's video, we now know that we've got to count these letters as separate. So let's go through and count real quick and make sure, see if everybody agrees it is 48. Word count is 48.
Go fast at the beginning like you did before, but go slow at that last line just to make sure we're clear on what you're counting. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, and 48. The dash right here does not matter. Adamo, and Detroit, because it's just a separator. It's not really a hyphen.
I want this to count twice, even though it says not to, because then we would get to the 466.
That's right. So
Randy,
48.
tell us the 466. I'm going to get him a shirt that says 466.
Mm-hmm. We don't know if it's 466. Now, at the end, I do have this in an Excel spreadsheet, but there's actually a couple questions I have. So you guys are going to help us out because there is a couple questions.
We have the next part to this of like bringing it all together. And Mike wants to get there. I'm like, no, but we've got to confirm this first. He's still building Excels. He's still dreaming. I showed you the picture where I found him in the middle of the night with the Beacon Star book, all the lights off, and just cranking away on his computer. Okay. Wait, did we ask everybody? Okay, agreed. Ryan says agreed.
Yeah. So I think it's interesting that on page 20, there's a 35 and 89. On the next one, it goes up to 38 and 95. I mean, then is there a pattern? That's the stuff we'll have to try and investigate, figure out. But anyway, that's Civic Center Park. I think we're all in agreement.
Good on this one, guys? Okay.
And now we know 100% that it is 48 words for this guy. All right, page 36. This was the hard one.
This one I don't even get. I don't understand this.
So they took a ad. So this is like a historic area of this park. There's a lot of historic deals. They took this ad and they engraved it here on the sidewalk.
Oh, okay.
So across Sims and Kipling, Carr and Allison, Wadsworth, and then Sheridan. These are all streets in Denver. And we thought you were supposed to follow the streets. But these street names are also in this park. And this, why nobody caught it in the beginning. I think some people did. They just didn't share it. And that's fine. So, yeah, Sassy, thank you for sending that out. Near beer and water, Cars and Bend, and there's ads for near beer and water. It says near beer, near water, etc. A pretty place is where you'll end. The place where this one calls home, but back up in telephone. This is the actual ad, and this is the ad engraved right here.
Well, then why aren't you using the word convenience, comfort, and security? Why aren't you using the new fresh? You're not using all the words. Why?
I don't know if these three are there. Actually, that's a good question. So here, let me check. Let me look at the pictures we have and let me check. I don't know if those three words are also in it.
Leave that up so I can continue to ask questions because this one confused me as you're looking at whatever you're looking at.
Let me do this. Let me do that, and that. Okay. Let me look up the old flash drive.
Because I noticed at the top where it says the new free press volume 9, number 4 and all that would be some extra letters and words because they are not on the plaque. Okay. Sassy, I need your brain. You know what? I want her brain just for a day because I don't think I can handle it any more than that. I just need it.
So you can make that out at the top here. It just says the telephone. It doesn't have those three words.
Okay.
So the question is, do we have the correct slab with the inscription? But because he says backup and telephone, this one starts the telephone makes. This seems like.
All right. I'm just asking dumb.
No, it's good. That's what we need to go through. And somewhere along the way, maybe we've made a mistake, a lot of us, and it's,
we need 10 more words or 12 more words. I'm trying to come up with them. Okay. Does that look right to you guys? Let's go back.
Because they're not on the flag. Yep. Okay. Let me see if we got 41. Everybody else agree with 41? 1, 2,
yeah,
3,
tell me
4,
if you agree with 41.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And 1906 is a year, so that is 41. So, and again, now the numbers have jumped. We're no longer under 100 like the first two.
Oh.
We now go up to, but again, the other ones had numbers 458. Yeah, I don't see a discernible pattern, but so we agree on that one. Now, Sassy is saying that Benedict Park is identified in like the big block of code, and she thinks there's a plaque there, but I don't know about that because only these 10 pages have the numbers in the bricks. So how do you?
Oh, but wouldn't that be clever if the last one is within this huge block of code that only Sassy could see the answer to?
I understand what she's saying, and she might be right. Maybe there is a 11th location, but when he gives us 10 riddles and with bricks around all 10.
Let's just keep going. Let's keep going to see if we get 466, and then we can sit and do conspiracy theories on the conspiracy theory bridge of where the last one is.
MJ Inzer says meow. Okay.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, I don't know. Page 44. Cranberg.
Oh, you go back down to 27. Okay.
Yeah, it goes back down to 27. And then up a lot up in the 4. That's the highest number, 466 right there.
466.
Or do we wrap around? And there's different ways to go about this, and we'll get to that at the end. Okay. Of the many things you'll climb, mountains, stairs, and history, on the crumbling stones you'll find the beginnings of a mystery. From Mummy Ridge to Pikes Peak, many things were written fast. But in time, shadow is where to sneak to read this clue's explosive past. Do you know why it's an explosive past, K-Pro?
I do not.
So this sundial was actually blown up in like the 60s. Those damn kids, some vandals blew it up with dynamite. Why? I have no idea. So they had to rebuild it. And that's why there's an explosive past. The many things you'll climb, there are stairs around this whole park that list like all the mountains and different things. I have pictures of it, but I think we can all agree this is the right park, Cranmer Park. Now the question is, in time shadow is where to sneak. So does that mean it's this plaque or the one on the other side? I would think because the shadow of this sundial is here, this is the one.
But look, there's a shadow on the back too. What do you guys think?
That's true. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I mean, I think
I need to go get my book because Sassy's saying stuff and I got to know what she's talking about.
They wanted to see time fly. That's pretty good. Oh, you don't have your book with you? All right. Yeah. Well, that's why she did the PowerPoint. You guys don't need a book. Let me look at. It's interesting. I wonder if the plaque that is on the other side of the sundial, how many words are in that plaque? So let's see. Many things were written fast, but in time shadow is where to sneak to read this clue's explosive past. So they blew up the sundial, right? So this is why we know it's this. But there's an inscription here, but there's also an inscription on the other side. How do we know which side? And I would say because it's in time shadow, this is the nomen is the correct word, I believe. Keep it PG, everybody. There's kids watching. I think this is the nomen, and that is why it would be this side.
Oh, okay. 55 is the big, huge block of code that makes my head hurt, but Sassy sees so much in. Okay.
It's the one I blew up, remember? At Kinko's over here somewhere.
I took it with me on one of my trips, and I just... Oh.
The damn cat peed on it, remember?
Yes, she did.
Okay, so I think we can agree that it says, but in time shadow, and because this is the nomen, that this is where the shadow is cast, that's why it's this side. So to me, that makes sense. Did you know that was called a nomen, the little pointy thing on a sundial? I didn't either until Randy made this crazy hunt.
The amazing things that we learn. Ooh, I think Sassy's right, so I want to get to the end. Okay, so.
Okay. And again, erected in 1940. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11.
This is our first discrepancy. Oh, okay. Count it, Mike.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Now the question is this year counted as 1 or 2? That's the question.
Well, wait a minute. Ryan is saying he has 45 words.
Okay, so let's make sure what we've got typed out here matches. Erected in 1941, the original sundial added distinction to a beautiful city. It stands again, replaced by the people of Denver in cooperation with the Denver Junior Chamber of Commerce as a testament of their belief in the beauty of this city. So this is correct. So let's count it. Question is March 21, 1966. Is that one word?
Okay.
I don't think Randy clarified that in his video, did he?
He absolutely did.
A date? A full date? Did he say?
I thought so.
Okay. Well, let's count. Let's see. 1, 2. We know a year is counted as 1. But when there's a year that's attached to a date, is that 1 or is that 2, everybody?
Oh, he says 3. Steve says
March
3.
21. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, wait. We need to get a consensus on this. So how many did you count it as?
This is 43 if you count this date as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, March is 1. 21 is 1. 1966 is 1, according to Randy. 16, that would make 45. Everyone in the room saying it. You are outvoted. Change that to 45. Good sir.
5, 6, 7, 8, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Whoops. 44, 45. Is that what you're saying?
That's what the room is saying. Sassy.
And I'll go with it. All right. So it's 45.
Everyone's saying the same thing. Ryan.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Is this one?
No.
That one.
No. Good sir.
Right. So this is 45.
Oh, my goodness.
Another 45.
This is getting good. Right. But I'm really liking, we need to talk about, because it seems that Rembrandt already knew about Benedict And Sassy saying Benedict, and that's our last plaque. Oh,
well, Benedict, everybody knows about Benedict, but how do you know? Is there only one?
I didn't know about Benedict. I was all excited. Thanks for sad horn.
Probably part of the show. But let me ask you this, Sassy. What's the inscription that's at Benedict? Like, I don't know why we would just pull that one and not.
Well, Rembrandt says I have the pictures of the plaque at Benedict. It's a small park. Rembrandt, would you be willing to email that to Mike right now? And at the end, we'll talk about it.
And Sassy may have. I don't remember if she sent it to me or not. I'm not sure. I was just working on the 10 that we have. But you're right. Maybe we.
No, and there's some sort of a twist. Now, here's the question: do you put it at the beginning or the end of this fiduciary super?
Well, that's the other thing. It doesn't have a, or does it? Maybe we got to go back to the big block.
Does it have a number next to it to see if it fits in the? What is that big circle spiral thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mike?
What's that?
What is the spiral thing called? The seashell looking thing?
The Fibonacci number.
Does it have a Fibonacci number with it, Sassy? Ryan? Anyone?
So.
Cowlazars@gmail.com?
If it puts us at 466 words, well, then maybe we use it.
What if it puts us at 466 and has a number, whatever the last number is? Okay, I'm starting to get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But we already were off to here. That would have screwed up everything.
So do you guys find it interesting that on this one, they have the lowest number, 27, and the highest number, 466?
I think that means
27 is the lowest.
I think that's where Randy goes when he is lowest and sad and highest and happy, and that makes him happy.
All right, moving on.
Here's the okay. You have it now. Jeep Girl Jody comes out of nowhere with the win. Here's what the plaque says. Wow, all of you guys already have this. That's crazy. Okay.
That's funny.
Is there any number? Let's keep going, but is there any number with it?
Thanks, Rembrandt. Yeah, you guys send them to me, please, and we'll figure it out at the end. Yeah, if it's needed or not.
Okay.
I'm not sure why we would use it, but I could be wrong. Okay. Page 50, Lincoln Memorial Park. Dedicated by the people of Colorado in gratitude and respect for the men and women who've probably served. Oh, probably go to the poem first. Beneath the dome of gold you go. I guess that's a Capitol. It's got a dome of gold. Then head downstairs long and steep to the obelisk below. Here's the obelisk. Where five.
Just remember 20 at the end. 20 at the end. But go ahead.
Okay. The first 8 you'll read and then. Now, okay. First 8 you'll read and then take a knee and shed a tear. Dedicated to great men whose memories do linger here. And first 8 is lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're not including Veterans Day 1990 because it says the first 8 you'll read. So
4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay. I like this. Okay. Sassy emailed because she thinks Jeep Girls is just a little bit off. So we want to make sure that it's exact. Because Mike was already wrong by 2 words. Because Rembrandt says what Jeep Girl Jody has correct. So
we'll
there's
talk
another discrepancy. That's another. I love
it. Ryan also sent a picture of it, so we'll go through it at the end. Okay. Oh wait, maybe he sent the wrong one. That's just it. Is there more than one? Is there only one at Benedict, or is there more than one? The plaque is on the fountain, not beside the park. All right, we'll talk about it at the end. It's important. We need to figure it out. So for this one, can we agree this is right? 8 lines of text. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I guess there's 2 different plaques. They're discussing which plaque is it. Ooh, breaking news. That'll be for later. Let's go through this, and then we'll. Hey, Randy, you got your first breaking news.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Sassy says there's 5 plaques. How do we know the right one? But anyway, this is 26 words, everybody. 26. So let's go from the beginning. We've got 22 words, 48 words, 41 words, 45 because the date.
That's new. That's new. That's new.
And
this is breaking news.
Does everybody agree on this one? 26, yes. Okay.
26. Okay, 26. If anybody disputes anything, we'll keep going. And this is where it gets really fun. Let me go get another drink because I want to poke my eyes out because I can't tell you how many times I had to redo this one 9 times at least. And I love to count to 97 again and again. Word doesn't see it in the same way as Randy. And I think
is your friend.
I heard Microsoft is going to litigate. They're suing. Actually, I think it's this woman named Sarah. We're all suing Randy for making us count so many times. Go ahead.
Every time I hear Randy, I think of Dwight Yoakam in Sling Blade. Remember, he's like Randy, the guy in his band. No, I'll have to get this out.
Is that a movie or a song?
It's a movie. Sling Blade.
Sling Blade.
Really
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Anybody? Randy. He's like, anyway. Okay. Common Ground Park, cityscapes and mountainscapes. Now, he's also misspelled some words in here, but I don't know if that affects the numbers.
Oh, I don't know.
Rivers and trails. That's the other thing we need to go through is figure out all the words he did misspell. Winding paths and hillsides, a compass with no tail. In sun or shade, you can sit and watch people go by. The river's edge, the city's edge, spread open to the sky. All of this and more sits at the serpent's end. See how this is shaped like a serpent?
Ooh, that's
the bigger of these two is where I want this one to end. So at the bigger spot is this plaque called Common Ground. Now, guys, yeah, Sling Blade. Wow, Mary, I went back a little ways on that one, didn't I? Are you guys sure this one's right? Because cityscapes, mountainscapes, rivers and trails, winding paths and hillsides.
Yep, he got Rembrandt got 97 too.
Okay, good. Get rid of that. Get rid of. So
Unless
I'm not going to count them. You agree? I'm not going to go through and count them because this one has to
hear an objection. Well, Mike and I already did this independently. We did not share our numbers, and there was like 3 or 4 that didn't match, and we reconciled that beforehand. So unless you say no, silly gooses, we're not silly gooses, and we're moving on.
I said I wasn't going to count them, and here I go. 51, 53, 4, 5, 6.
We already did this, honey. Everybody's talking about the Benedict Park.
97. Okay. Common Ground Park. This plaque at the end of the serpent. 97. Okay.
Oh, copy paste 2. Word does agree with you on this one, Randy. So maybe the litigation will be paused for right now. We'll reschedule the deposition for later.
That's what they're thinking, Mike. We need to talk about that at the end.
Okay. Sassy got 97. Rembrandt got it. Microsoft Word got 97.
Yes, the hyphens don't matter. So when I put them in Excel, I'm getting rid of periods. I'm getting rid of quotation marks. These hyphens don't matter. That's correct. I agree.
Okay, I got to tell you, there's this amazing thing called Google Calendar, and I still have my old time calendar. I just counted. I'm old school.
Did it just now?
I'm a dinosaur. That's how it is.
All right, we're getting to the end, everybody. Page 62, Bobby Yar Park. Remember horrors if you can of the worst deeds done by man. Walk the star with weary feet. So past mistakes dare not repeat. Buried deep a tribute lies, but only dig there with your eyes. So it is a park dedicated to the Holocaust. The Star of David. The park is laid out like the Star of David. And there's a time capsule underneath this. So that's why it says be buried deep a tribute lies. Tribute lies. There's a time capsule thing. It says right here, capsule. And then only dig there with your eyes. This is the quote. Below this marker is located a capsule containing earth from Bobby Yar Ravine, Kiev, Ukraine, USSR, presented to the Bobby Yar Park Foundation by Colorado Senator John R. Birmingham. So let's count. And USSR is counted as one word. Okay.
Why are we counting? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I got to make sure. What was
it?
No,
but we didn't you. We did it me. We did it independently. We have worked it. I just say we take a pause, say, how great we are and how great this community is, and let everybody tell us as the chat catches up. You got 29? Because Mike does, and I do independently. And there's no imagination here. We're just rocking.
Yeah, okay. USSR is one word. The guy's middle initial and the John R is one word. John R. Birmingham is 3.
No, so I thought R would be separate.
That's what I mean. They're separate. 3 words. John R. Birmingham is 3 words.
Yeah. Okay.
29. And again, we're down a lower number again, but a 400 as well.
Oh, Mary Green said USSR 4 ? Okay.
No, it is one word, Mary. Randy did clarify that. Yep. He usually just say as an example.
Okay.
He knows what we're going through.
He knows what we're doing. Agreed. 29. Years. Agreed. Let's move on.
He waited 5 years to make the video, but that's okay. All right, here we go.
Yeah, Randy. 5 years of our lives gone.
The book came out in 2017, April. October.
No, it came out in 1982, and we've been working on this since before electricity.
This one, I think, I won't say there's a question mark, but there's a lot of these plaques along this trail. So how do we know this is the right one? Let's see. Once horses and oxen traveled this trail, now covered with tarmac and fence and rail. It's old and forgotten and covered with dust, surrounded by commerce and buildings and rust. This sounds like a Dr. Seuss book, huh?
Yes.
Death and Denver. This monument stands between Death and Denver. But you just read it between the two narrow bands. See the two narrow bands right there? So we're only having this commemorating the route of the Platte River Trail, principal route of Colorado Pioneers Trail of Major S.H. Long in 1820. Trappers Trail of 1830s and 1840s. The 1858-9, that's one word.
He said there was one time that happened. Randy, you giveawayer. You said you didn't give hints. You giveawayer.
Well, I don't think anybody was going to be able to solve this if he didn't clarify. Route of gold seekers with pick and pan, home seekers and covered wagons.
Sassy answered your question.
So this is correct. Does everybody agree this is the right one? I think it is, but...
Do you agree it's the right one? Do you agree with 55? 55.
I heard of bushwhackers. I never heard of bullwhackers before. Have you? Anyway, ox team, stagecoaches with treasure and mail. Yeah, I know.
No.
All right.
There's a lot of things not in my vocabulary before I read Beacons. It's a cool story, though. Probably the best story. Xavier Marks is a pretty good story, too. But, yeah. Okay, 55. Yep, we got a yes until we get a no. Let's keep it going, baby.
55. All right. Oh, 18. This is the lowest number. So I was wrong. 27 is not the lowest number. 18 is the lowest number at this point, anyway. And we still didn't know we don't have number one, the first page 12, but that's okay. We'll get into these numbers on another show. All right, 55. So far we're all in agreement, right?
Yes.
Figure it out.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Rembrandt says, oops, 66.
Oh, no.
So 55, right? Rembrandt? I think he hit 66.
Okay, right. Okay. 66. It's okay, Rembrandt. We forgive you.
Okay.
We don't judge you here. I have no... Okay, Lucky Digger.
The first thing you have to do is buy the Beacon Star book, which is this. It's on Amazon. The link's down below. It's only $7. It's a treasure hunt for like 10 grand in Denver. That's probably up almost to 10 grand.
Wait a minute. I'm going to... Okay, I have two things to say. One, Mike... You told me the reason that you bought like 30 books one day is to give some of the community a chance to get into this. Hey, Lucky, do you want us to send you one? Because we will. Don't tempt us.
I thought I did, but I could be wrong. Davio, do you need one? Anybody who wants a book, just email me. I'll send you the book. How about that?
And we can only do that for a few more people because he's been handing out books like candy.
Six left.
We have six left. And I have a couple of them, and that's okay. But here's the thing. The second thing. I forgot what I was going to say.
The second thing, what are bullwhackers? Even a bushwhacker? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, Lucky. Here's what we're doing inside this book.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Because the people that are catching up, I don't want them to feel like they are so. Oh, she does have it. Okay, so we're going through these pages, and these pages have a poem. And the poem takes you to a location. And the location has a statue with words on it. And Randy has basically said, you need to count those words. So we're trying to confirm that all 10 of these actually match. Like Mike had 43 on one page and not 45. We haven't come together. Uh-oh. Beacon Star is now under the Super Act. Oh, boy.
That's pretty good.
I hope that's just rumor because I heard Sarah Davis retired to move to Puerto Rico today. I'm just saying. Sorry. Okay. That's all I got.
Well, the question is, can Randy hide this proxy in City Park? Is that a federal? No, it's not a federal park. It's a state. What would
We're
that
going to get until.
Oh, City Park. Maybe it's a city park, huh? All right. Anyway, Mike, I got a little salad from Jack in the Box, which I'm starving. Okay.
And I'm the store. All I want is
Serpa.
Serpa. Yeah. You know what? Like Serpa in Mount Everest, you hire a Serpa to take you up. Serpa. Okay. And I'm having for dinner tonight. There might be a little something to make the pain go away. Go ahead.
Make the pain go away. Bullwhacker is the driver of an oxen wagon. Okay.
Yes.
Sarah announced her engagement to Jack. There's a conspiracy theory for you. All right, Cheeseman Park. Let's do it. We're almost done.
I know a little more on both sides that I don't want to say. I don't think either.
So, Fabio, at this point, we have to get the right text, and then somehow we use these numbers like a book code. We think we get a message out of it with these numbers. But if you don't have the right text, you can't.
Yeah, circle. Okay. Thank you, Sassy.
Right. Okay, Cheeseman Park, a famous place that needs no clue. Just go there like you always do. On the ground in front of 3, take your pen and bend a knee. Then take a walk, enjoy the best where many men were laid to rest. So you guys know Cheeseman Park. I guess it was a graveyard or is a graveyard or something. That's the laid to rest. And Cheeseman, this is the long one though, right? Cheeseman Park, fountain restoration, constructed 1910, restored 1999. You guys agree with 72? Oh, here's the other one. Bonfils-Staten Foundation. Is that one word or 2?
2. In my opinion, 2. But let's have the room weigh in.
Yeah, you need to tell us. Bonfils. Oh, we are on the last one. Bonfils-Staten Foundation. Is it 2 words or 1? I have this as 1, I think. 1, 2.
2. God, Sassy and bringing it. Yes, 2. In front of 3 fountains. I don't know what that means, but yes, I'm sure that's right. Haunted graveyard. Mike didn't know. Per Randy, 2.
Is it 72 with 2? I just counted and I still screwed it up. Is it 72?
Cool. Do you guys have 72 on this one? This is why it was important to do that black box, Mike. Of the number. I know. Yeah. So I hope.
Counting is hard.
No, it's not. So is this the right poem? Sassy and Ryan and Mary and Rembrandt and
73. How many words you guys get in this one? I don't know, Davio. Nobody's ever checked it out on a map. Actually, they have. But you have to map them out and see. I don't know.
But Randy's been very clear. We have to count because that's important. And I hate this, but it's not my favorite thing. But I'll put the PowerPoint together.
Yeah.
But I'm with Davio. You know what? I want to chill with Davio. I want to put the big block of code in front of Davio and just let him go.
All right. Davio, if you need the book, email me and I'll send it out to you. All right.
Wait. Let's go back.
Yeah, no, I'm going to bring up the Excel so we can really put it in. Now what? Now we got to figure these damn numbers out. But let me bring up.
Are you listening?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
But I'm going to bring it up in Excel so we can count it the right way. It's a lot easier to count in Excel. Oop.
You are the jefe. Go ahead. Oh, I keep getting 71 too, Rembrandt says.
If I can remember where I put the damn. Okay, so this is what we need to do, I guess. We need to make sure all these match, huh? All right, give me a second. We do that. We do that. We do this.
I got 73. Okay, this is a good one.
We're gonna go through this for sure.
Let's figure this out because that's what we do as a community to take Randy down. Do you guys watch, as Mike is waiting to do that? Do you guys ever watch Bobby Flay take down Bobby Flay? We're taking down Randy Valentine Goose Pitchell, if that's his real name and alias. Okay, go ahead.
So I put these in order of the decimal number, which is the Fibonacci number.
B. Fagetti said he got 5.
Nah. And there's 2 number 1s. I just took the first number 1 that appeared in the book. To me, that makes sense. You take the first one that appears, and then the second one, you add them together, the 2, the 3. So this is the order. But what's important is we want to go through and make sure we have the word count right. So we're going to go through it again.
We're not going through all of them, just the one that is in
10, 20, 30, 40, 48 in Civic Center Park, right? The heck? Okay.
No, let's go back to
I said Papa. All right. What?
I'm going to get a drink.
All right. Common ground. We've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 97 on common ground. Is that right? Common ground. Where'd common ground go? Come on. All right.
We're going back over that. Shocker, we're going back over that.
Common ground. Hang on. No, I can't even find it in the PowerPoint. Hang on. Common ground. There we go. 97, that's right. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 97 is right. Lincoln Memorial. I'll go through it 5 times. So obviously we're doing something wrong, which is why nobody's been able to figure this out. Lucky Digger, because there are numbers that we think we're supposed to count all this text like a book code and get a message. That's what we need to see. The white square on page 49 indicates you use the white text, number 1 poem. What? Page 49. The white square on page 49, which is the key, right? Which, as you said, is the key, indicates you use the white text, number 1 poem. I'm not sure what you mean, the white text. The white square on page 49. Jeep Girl Jury says total torture. Well, we'll see. I mean, I'll flip it. If we don't get anything this way, I'll flip it. But Lincoln Memorial Park, and yeah, I am going to go through real quick. 18. Ooh, Lincoln Memorial Park. Nope, I got the wrong one. Lincoln Memorial Park, 26. I don't know why I said 18. Lincoln Memorial Park is 26. Cranmar is 33. No. Cranmar, 10, 20, 30, 40. You guys are saying this is separate, right? So this becomes March 21, 1966. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that makes this 45. That's what we're saying. Okay, so we have 45. Bobby Yar Yar. Where is Aaron at? Bobby Yar. There we go. Bobby Yar, 1029. Belmar Park. Belmar Park, we got 41, 10, 20, 30, 41. Robert Burns, we got 18. 10 and 8 is 18. I don't know if you guys can read that on the screen or not. George Morrison, we got 22, 10, 20, 20. Cheeseman, there we go. Cheeseman. So I've got 71, guys, but let's see. Cheese, we're going to have to go through word by word here. Cheeseman Park, fountain, restoration, constructed 1910, restored 1999. Restoration was made possible by a joint project of the Department of, and I have rows of 10, as you can see, by the Department of Parks and Recreation, City and County of Denver, and the Denver Parks and Recreation Foundation, the Park People, with generous funding from Colorado Historical Society, James A. and Hazel Gates Woodruff, James A. and Hazel Gates Woodruff, right? Gates Family Foundation, Botcher Foundation, Helen K. and Arthur E. Johnson Foundation. Oh, now the Bonifils-Stanton, is that 2 words or 1? Bonifils-Stanton. We said it was 2 or 1? 2? It's a last, well, it's a name. It's Bonfils-Stanton. Is that 2 words or 1, everybody? The only problem with white text is one of the number 1s. He did use a different font for each one too, didn't he? But
one of them is in italics, and I want to talk about that later. Like what?
Right. But yeah, why do you use all different fonts? We don't know. It is 1 person, but we count it as 2. So I do have it as 2 here, right? Bonifils.
2. Mary says 2. Sassy says 2. Jeep Girl 2.
Adolph Wars Foundation, Denver. Okay, so it's 71, guys. 10, 20, 30.
Sassy said, told 71.
You, 71. We got to double check.
I know, but I love it that Sassy's like 19 steps ahead of us. Love it.
But has she figured the numbers out, huh? Has anybody figured the damn numbers out? All right, and then Platte River Trail is 10, 20, 30, 40.
Oh, Ryan says 71.
55. 55.
Yeah, Mary, fonts. I'm looking at fonts.
If I got my math right here, my L4 to L62, L4 all the way down to L62. That gives us a grand total of 452, guys. I don't know who said 451, but it's 400. What we just went over is 452. As you see, each row is 10. If a row is short, I've added them up and put them here. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, and 5. So that's 452. What do you guys got? I've got a total, if we have the right text from the right locations, 452 words, the way that Randy defined a word. What do you guys think? Well, then what's wrong? What is incorrect in here? Because I got each word in Excel. So how'd you get 453?
Okay, so Mike, can I give you a piece of advice? Can you make it a little bit bigger because you don't need the right stuff, the stuff on the right, and Schneiser. Let's not go too crazy.
Schneiser. All right.
So I'll go a little bit less.
Yeah.
Use the bottom right on the very, very bottom on the very right. Don't use Zoom. Don't use the Zoom feature.
Well, no, I have to, don't I? 90%.
No, you don't. Go on the very bottom on the very right, and there is a
right here.
Scale, yes. So try to make it as big as possible and let Sassy and others go through. This is where we need to start to verify.
Gotcha.
I wasn't here for the first.
Well, there's 10, 20, 30, 48 on Civic Center Park. I think you're wrong, Sassy, because I mean, I've got it spelled out in Excel, unless I'm missing a word or something, or put in an extra word.
No, but the cool part is this is not imagination where we're looking at, we're counting. One of you, it's not wrong. One of you isn't as accurate as the other. And this will, what breaks it loose and takes Randy down like Bobby Flay.
Okay. Yeah. So Civic Center Park is 48. Common Ground is 97. 97. Lincoln Memorial is 26. All right, let me start from the beginning. Civic Center Park is 48. Common Ground is 97. 97. Lincoln Memorial is 26. Grandmar is 45. Bobby Yar is 29. Belmar Park is 41. Robert Burns is 18. George Morrison is 22. And Cheeseman is 71. Platte River is 55. 55. You guys,
and Ryan, that's the next step. We got to get the total number down, potentially put this 11th one in out of the big block of code or not. But we've got to get this before we go into, Mike is so anxious to go to the step you're saying. And I stopped him several times. I'm like, no, we've got to get this in at least a consensus before we go to the next. Right? Mike?
Yeah. Because if one of the word is wrong, it's off. If one word is
everything's off.
That makes this is right.
Right.
So who has 452, or is it just me? 452.
Now, did you change whatever we found earlier?
I did. So we made Bonfils-Staten 2 words.
Okay.
So Sassy, on Cheeseman, do you have Bonfils-Staten as 2 words? It's Bonfils-Staten Foundation. That's 2 words. We made the year in Cranmer Park.
Now, Mary is saying Cheeseman thought was 72, ?
I've got 71. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Unless I missed a word. So what we're going to have to do is read through it, and we can do that. Okay. Let's read through it. Cheeseman Park.
No, you don't have to read when it's in Excel. It's either
no,
it's
did I
a
miss a word?
binary.
Did I miss a word? I put them in
Okay.
Excel. Did I miss a word?
Got it.
Yeah. So let's go through it real quick because this is important. This is, it's
right. This is the devil in the details, and Randy's the devil.
I don't want it took Randy to figure all this out to do it.
Yeah, and Ryan, Mike is so anxious to do the same thing because all of you guys are like, oh, like you're so far ahead.
23 for Morrison.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
I shall only pass this way but once. I'll do the best I can by being a useful servant to my fellow man is one word, and that's 22, Sassy. Because as you can see right here, it's 10, 10, and 22.
10, 10, and 2, which equals
She's saying there's an error. So she has one less, but where's the error? All right, let me look. Morrison. Let me bring up Morrison.
No, let the chat catch up. Let her explain.
I shall only pass this way but once. I'll do the best I can by being a useful servant to my fellow man. No, this is right. It's 22, Sassy. Yeah. Fellow man is one word.
She just said correct. Okay, we're correct on that one. So let's go down.
So 452.
The count matching the PowerPoint is what Ryan's asking.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. All right, so this is what's in the PowerPoint. We have 18, 22, and then we'll add them up at the end.
This is so getting good.
48, 41, and this is the order of that they appear in the book, guys. This is in
is
book.
Fellow man one word?
Yes, on the plaque, fellow man is one word. It's from what I see when I look at it. 18, 22, 48, 41, 45, 26, 97, 29, 55, and 72. So if we add them up, I-63 to there's a way to click and drag and get that 72. Oh, for God's sakes. 18, 22. Hang on. 18, 22.
Oh, Randy, you're killing me. Randy.
Randy's like, they don't even have a location right. One of them's wrong. Why is the PowerPoint off? Hang on.
I love
Math
Randy.
is hard. 18, 22.
You know what's so funny? 41, is Randy is sitting
26,
working
97,
away and 25, giggling his ass off at you. That's all.
55, 72.
PowerPoint says 72, not 71.
There we go. That's what it is. 71. PowerPoint was off by one because in Cheeseman,
change the PowerPoint or I will kill you.
Yeah. All right. I'll change it right now.
And all of your family.
Cheeseman is 71. Cheeseman 71. Cheeseman. Where the hell is Cheeseman at? It's the last, right? Last. Yeah,
ooh, John is a part of this.
There
Most of the book is a distraction, or yet a clue.
Or is it? Yeah.
Well, or is it? Dun dun dun.
Mm-hmm. So summing up the totals of each from the PowerPoint, now that it's correct, is 452. Putting it in Excel and summing up each line is 452. 452 is the answer. There it is.
Okay. So wait.
Up. I hope we got it right. Yeah.
Wait. Mm-hmm. Let's all say, because there are so many hardcore people like you, do we all agree on 452? Because we cannot go forward until we all agree.
Randy, do you agree? 452?
Randy, come on. 452, right? Because here's what I'm thinking. I didn't know about this secret plaque in the big block of code. That could break this.
Oh, I'm not convinced we're supposed to use it. We have 10 riddles that point to 10 locations. 450. And then why are we using another location? Because
there's a 466 number. Do you wrap around or do you use something? Okay, Mary Green's 452. Yeah. Stuck in Chestlandia is 452. Oh, wait.
452. 452.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's right. I mean, it's in Excel.
I build PowerPoints. That's all. And I know how to count because I went to college for 16 years. I'm done.
16 years, everybody.
Shut up, Mike.
Okay, so now it becomes the order, right? What did Randy say in his hint video? You go boots on the ground first. Then page 49. Page 49 is the Fibonacci number. So what I did in my Excel.
But did you see what someone said earlier? The two number ones, they believe it's opposite. Because
and it could be. Right. Which number one do you use? So I'm going to do it both ways. I will reverse it in another.
You need 14 more words. How many words are on the Benedict plaque? Someone posted 20, but someone else said, nope.
Benedict is 56, bringing us to 508. I mean, we can have more.
No, the other Benedict is 20. We need to agree on which Benedict plaque first.
So I've never been to Benedict Park, so I don't know what the plaque situation is there, right?
The debate earlier where you were walking through it was there's a whole row of plaques. Which one do you use? Jeep Girl Jody used one that had 20 in it, and Sassy's like, I used a different one that had a different number. Let's start there first. And where do you put it then? Where do you put it? Do you put it at the beginning of is it the first one, the last one? What is it? No, Mary, I only need a crutch. I can count.
I don't like using a big block of code unless you can give me a Fibonacci number, because where do you insert it? Like K-Pro said.
Right. Fibonacci number. I don't
know. So I think we just take the 10 we have, but series of modern plaques at the entrance, one plaque on the fountain. And because it's Benedict Fountain, well, or is it Benedict Fountain? How do we know it's the fountain? Like, if I remember the big block of code, all the street names come to the middle, right? Which is the Sagittarius.
Well, let me ask this, Mike. Did you know about this Benedict in the big block of code? Okay,
that's a comment.
Okay, so do we have picture? I don't know what to do. I don't know.
I mean, there's a bunch of different plaques. I don't like using a plaque at all. Randy gave us 10 riddles with 10 brick numbers. That's what you use. I mean,
okay, so let me ask you this: when you say that, his 10 blocks come up with 400 and whatever.
66 is the highest number.
No. But okay, what are our 10
452. 452.
So what do you suggest to get us to 466? Wrap around and start again?
So my first theory, which I'm going to go through this PowerPoint and try it, I have not done this yet, is the brick numbers that are on that page for that text is where you start. So you're not starting at the beginning. You're starting and counting from each 10 different spots from 10 different brick numbers, pages. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So in other words,
then what is number 466?
Well, it would be wraparound. They all get wrapped around.
Okay. Then why didn't you say wraparound, for goodness gracious sakes? Okay. And hasn't many I had heard from many of you is we've already known this for a while and we tried all of it, and at least the early numbers should start to make a coherent code or a coherent answer. And there's no coherent answer.
Hey, there's Alex in the house. We might also be able to hit 466 if we add the name of the park to the top of the plaque. The name of the park for each one, for all 10?
Oh.
Yeah. Where's the soundboard when you need it?
Has anyone been able to make...
Are there repeats?
Okay. In my opinion, everyone has... Or there's at least a few that have already gotten this. No one's been able to make a coherent answer out of it. Why? We found this like 2 years ago.
Or we had the locations wrong, is my thought. We were counting wrong.
Like B. Fagetti said, I think it was last show, or Treasure Cache, but the beginning words should at least have made something. What do you add for Platte River then? I don't know.
What would you add for Platte River Trail? Yeah, we're doing extra things, so I don't think we got to do what Randy's told us to do, and all we have to go by is the book. So we think we have the right words from each of the 10 locations. We come up with 452. I don't think it matters at 466, because if we're not starting at the beginning every time, it wouldn't matter, right? And that's the trick. We need to figure out how to start.
I don't know why I'm not listening to you more because I think Sassy's saying the same thing as you, but when Sassy says it, it validates it. We had 2 locations that were eventually figured out to be wrong.
Right. So out of these 10, which one? I mean, Platte River Trail. Do we know that's it, or could it be because that trail has a bunch of plaques that have 2 narrow bands? Could it be a different one? I haven't been there, so I can't. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
Honey, I was just in Denver like a few months ago. Why didn't you ask me to go look?
I know, honey. You wouldn't have went.
Do you want me to go? I'll go this week.
No, somebody out there that lives in Denver maybe can go, but that's what we need to know. I mean, there's a couple that we know are slam dunks, but there's a couple that
there's only 2 up for debate, right?
We need liquor. That'll help.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But let me ask you this. Once you put the 10 locations, the 10 texts in the right order, if a location is wrong, and if you are starting at the beginning, the message is only going to be bad when you hit that. The beginning.
Exactly. That was, yes.
I don't think it does.
It doesn't make sense. So is there a shift? Because I know this other hunt called Xavier, it doesn't make sense until you do the shift. And then the Roman numerals make sense. Sorry. It's very exciting.
Or does it? Yeah, so that's where we're at, guys. I don't like the idea of using Benedict Park just because there's nothing yet that's told us to. Not for this, anyway. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want me to send you a pic? Yes, the location is
Platte River Trail, I think she means.
Oh, of the extra one. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, hey, Redneck Express. I didn't know you were from there. All right. And then, when we used to do the Zooms, it's been so long. But tonight, let's do a Beacon Star Zoom. How about it, everybody? Beacon Star Zoom. Who's up for it?
How is that different than what we're doing right now?
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. How is it different?
No, and it's more of a, I'm not being sarcastic. Are those of you that are hardcorers more willing to share when we're in a Zoom than what we're doing right now? That's my question.
Yeah, I think we're going to end it because I got to eat. I got to jump on for work, but I will send an invite out if anybody wants to jump in for Zoom, discuss any of these or anything else at the Beacon Star. Maybe there's something else. But to me, this seems right. We only have 452. So now it becomes the order, right? I was just using the Fibonacci order. When he says page 49, could that mean something other than Fibonacci order? Because we also have binary numbers, K-Pro.
Alex brings a good point. We're the only ones talking here in a Zoom. Everybody can throw out. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, it's true. So let's do that, guys. Let's wrap it up. Another Beacon Star Thursday in the books. 452. Do we have the right locations? Do we have the right number of words? I hope so. I'd like to think so. And now we just have to figure out the second part, right? What do we do from there? So he has to be up in 5 hours. I got you, Ryan. And we could do it earlier. Yeah, we had to do it late tonight because there's some things that were going on. Hopefully we'll be back to 6 p.m. next week.
I read Lucky Tigger. Do you do the BS Zooms? Is that Beacon Star or BS?
Right. Yeah, I will send the Zoom out and give me 15 minutes, guys. I'll send the Zoom out. No camera. Yeah, you don't have to turn your camera on. That's fine.
No, you don't.
Okay, thumbs up. I think we got the locations. 452 words.
Okay, thumbs up. I'm a Beacon Star person now. A little bit. I'm a junior. Give me a junior patch.
A junior patch.
I did 4 hours of creating a stinking PowerPoint and counting. Come on, give me a little something.
And there's actually a science fiction story, I think, from the 60s called The Fall of the Beacon Star. I posted that.
What?
I thought that was interesting. It's an old story.
Castle Rock, Colorado has a Beacon Star. It was talked about in 1800s as the Beacon Star. John, can you?
That's kind of cool.
That you know where Castle Rock is?
I don't. No.
I might have someone very close to me that lives in Castle Rock.
I know Stephen King, Castle Rock. That's all I know.
Castle Rock is
much
like Las Vegas is to Henderson.
Oh, okay.
Denver is to Castle Rock.
Castle Rock's a nice area.
I have family that lives there.
Oh, okay.
That you might have met in our wedding.
Yeah, I got you. This
Oh
is
my
in Denver, not
God,
Castle.
there's
Well, or is it? I mean, we think it is. But Belmar Park is actually in, what's it called? Fountain View or something? That's in Denver. Is that in Denver proper? I don't know.
it's in Denver, not Castle Rock. Yeah, but I don't know.
All right, 452 words. Hopefully we're right. I'll send a Zoom out. Give me 15 minutes or so, guys, and you can jump in there.
And you guys, I don't know. Whatever.
Okay,
No, don't be disappointed if I'm not a part of
bye.
it or talking, because you guys, oh my God, I need to, there's lots of bugs coming around now. There's these moths, they're attacking me. Okay.
See everybody.
Okay.
We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Monday, forest spent treasure found. Bye. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for helping me out with the counting. It helps for sure.